All right, welcome back. Welcome back again. We've been all on a hiatus. Again, the Novice Sports Show, a show where three guys plus one came together organically to talk about sports from a novice point of view. Please like, share, subscribe. As again, we're trying to build a channel. We probably need to do this more often, but people be in the streets, other people be like at college games running around with their shirts off. I don't know what to do. Us old folks just sit at home and wait for the young folk to call. So with that, again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You know what? Our catchphrase is we might just read it, but we won't because we got real jobs. So with that, we're gonna jump into our intros. We got
Novice Ben.
Jay,
AJ.
we got A-Dub. So of course, the NFL, this is the most wonderful time of the year, right? We got football, basketball, hockey, women's basketball for the NCAA, men's basketball. But of course, the headline that's stealing the show right now is a fifth round draft pick quarterback out of Colorado. Somehow or another, he is beat out Flacco, Gabriel, and some other dude we ain't never heard of, all to play quarterback. So right now, he's in the middle of the game. He's got about 159 yards. They're taking him out literally. I don't think they want the man to get a touchdown, but they are literally taking him out when they get inside the 20 and running wildcat, which makes zero sense. But nonetheless, like I said, it didn't look that way at the beginning of the year. I thought he was going to be basically a trade piece for them to get more picks, but through I think divine intervention, he is now playing quarterback. Because remember, he even beat out Deshaun Watson. I don't even think he ever gonna play again, but I don't know. But so what you got on that, Ben? I know you were a Shador Cleveland Browns fan.
Yep. I think, well, first of all, Shador hasn't beat out anybody. I think that a lot of the fans do think that Shador has a lot more potential. But Stefanski is pretty adamant on just sticking with Dylan Gabriel and stuff like that to the point where it takes a concussion for Shador to finally start over him. Another thing with Deshaun, they're talking about his return.
It's like massage.
And that's pretty scary because I don't even know why he's in the conversation. Um, anyways, yeah, I think Shador he's having a good debut so far. They're not really forcing anything over the top. Of course, it's still going on at the time of recording,
Hmm.
but I mean that, and then Quinshon Judkins is also getting shut down in the game right now. So with the Browns winning 14-3, I think
He'll
he's
take
doing
it.
pretty well.
We'll take it. Tell him he'll
So
take
so
it.
here's the problem.
All
Here's
right.
the problem. So I was a huge Shador guy at Colorado.
Hmm.
I felt like his accuracy was elite. He's not a running quarterback like people try to make out that he is. He's a stand in the pocket, throw darts kind of dude, right?
Yeah.
I said I thought he was going to have a great, great, great NFL career. That could still be true because it
Hmm.
gets still so early.
Hmm.
But for whatever reason, and I keep going back to the fact that NFL teams, for the most part, are not trying to lose games.
Yeah.
They want to win games because the coach, their livelihood depends on them winning games. The AD usually, or the not
GM.
the AD, the GM,
Yeah.
his livelihood is attached to them winning games. The players on the team who are like, I can't be affording to tank these games to get draft picks. I'm trying to work out. I need to play well so I can keep eating, right?
Hmm.
So when they brought in Shador with a fifth round pick, there's a reason why he dropped to the fifth round. Number two, he wasn't, like Ben said, he didn't beat out anybody because he wasn't as good as those people. He might have a higher ceiling, maybe, but he hasn't shown anything in all the weeks of preseason, all the weeks of leading up to them for them to warrant moving him up the depth chart. So I think they decided we need to go young, which is cool. Personally,
Hmm.
I think the best quarterback they have on their roster is still Deshaun Watson. And when he
Really?
comes back next year,
Oh,
Deshaun is going to be back. I'm telling you.
nah.
His issue is up here.
I literally have no idea how Deshaun is still in the conversation after he's played for 2 years and he has
Not
done
not played for
nothing.
2 years.
It's been injuries.
Injuries
Injuries.
don't mean anything in the league. If you keep getting injured, you're injury prone. Therefore, you shouldn't be the
The reason why
cornerstone of the
the
He
franchise.
reason why
he's
he's still on that contract is that $245 million
Yeah,
guaranteed.
it's just the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, they're just scared that they just overpaid and they get
Yeah,
no
but
value.
you've already drafted quarterback after quarterback. So that look, what you did with that contract is done.
Mhm.
I think Deshaun Watson is the most talented quarterback they have on that roster. And if he comes back healthy and
Oof.
this is right, you mark my words, on November the
Look,
23rd,
look.
2025, Deshaun, if he can stay out of the massage rooms, he's going to be fine.
Like I said, and the sad part about it is you got to remember now. So you're talking about the Cleveland Browns. I mean, how many quarterbacks have they ruined?
All of them.
This Shador's start today was the 42nd quarterback starting for us since the Browns came back in '99.
Woo,
Crazy.
that's a lot of stars,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's a lot.
Can
But
I can I ask you something?
yeah, go ahead.
Who's had to deal with more scrutiny, Bronny or Shador?
I
Bronny.
mean, you think Bronny?
Really?
Bronny.
There is no way.
No, no,
Bronny.
and I've had people say Bronny, and I'm so curious as to why people say that.
Bronny.
Seriously,
Listen, think about it. Shador had Dion, and he had a great college career. Bronny didn't have a great college career. Didn't everybody says he only got drafted, and it's true because of his dad.
Yeah.
And he's not even getting playing time like that, right? It's no contest, man. Shador gets people saying we want him to play. Nobody's even saying that about Bronny. They want him to play. They're just saying
see,
he's a nepo baby.
Oof.
but the interesting thing is, if you even think of Bronny and Shador, when you think of them, and I'm saying obviously they don't have a prime of their career yet, but when people were looking at them based off potential, right? Bronny was supposed to go first round.
When?
Shador was supposed to go
Man.
Wait, wait,
top
wait.
five.
When was Bronny ever supposed to go first round?
Alexa, stop. Or like Ziggy,
Bronny was
stop.
supposed to come first round out of high school.
No,
Ronnie? No.
no.
Yes, they literally had
Really?
him projected coming out
The
first
hype,
round.
the hype
The hype
definitely
machine
was
didn't have
high
it.
behind Bronny. Like what I get what Jay's saying. He's not saying like draft night he was supposed to go one, like in the
Yeah, he
first.
wasn't.
He
Okay.
was saying that out of high school, Bronny has this hype to be something good in
No,
college.
he never did. Everybody kept saying Bryce is better than
Yeah,
Bronny.
they said it's
Well, Bryce about the red shirt, so obviously that's not the
I
case.
think right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's not the
Bryce
case.
Bryce gets 0 minutes at Arizona.
Ooh.
So listen, Bronny made a McDonald's All-American team, and everybody said he shouldn't have,
Mhm.
based on stats, based on whatever. He went to USC and was the third highest recruit on that team.
And
They had the best recruiting class in the country that year.
average 9.
That's what I'm saying. Before the heart issue, he was supposed to be going first round.
No,
I'm telling you.
he was the third best dude on that team that year
Because he was
before
averaging
the heart
9.
stuff.
Yeah,
You're
9
talking about
points.
how this guy's going to a McDonald's All-American, doing all this stuff. That is hype. That is hype behind him.
Yes.
That's all it's up with the hype.
Listen, there's McDonald's All-Americans every year that don't even get drafted. Bronny was never that dude that people said he's going to be a top
Yeah,
10
Bronny was
pick.
3 picks away from not getting drafted.
Right.
We're saying out of high school, whenever before the heart stuff happened, Bronny was projected to go
To
in
go first round.
first round.
Not top 10, AJ. First
Top 30.
round. He
Go back
was.
and listen, go back and look. Bronny's stats were never like that.
And they
At
never
his-
will be, bruh.
At
He's
his
not like
peak,
that.
He said they never will be.
At Bronny's peak in high school, his stats weren't like that.
He said so on a vote, Bronny was it 2? Like I said, I was sitting here like I didn't think he was that good anyway. So
That's why I'm saying.
I mean, me personally,
people
I'm
are
not a
lighting Bronny up for
I'm
even
not
being
a
in the league
like I said,
every day. People
Look,
say
I was
Bronny stole somebody's job. Nobody says that about Shador. They
yeah.
say
They do.
Shador should be playing more.
There's two different sides of the Shador.
Okay.
There's the side that's like completely delusional about Shador being the next Tom Brady,
No.
and there's the side that says that Shador uh is the nepo baby that just came because Deion Sanders is his father.
But Dion, listen, you got to remember, Shador really was all for since he was at Colorado
Yeah, he
all the way
played.
through. People said he was the first or second best. Remember the debates? Who's going to go higher, Ward or Shador?
Yeah. Yes,
Nobody's
he had.
having that debate about
We're
Bronny.
we're also talking about the quarterback that had the best accuracy of all time in college football.
Right. So how's
Yeah.
he getting criticized? He's
Or
supposed to
or
be
why
a
is he
top
getting
two pick.
criticized?
He's supposed to be a top two pick.
Well, that didn't happen. Like I said,
There's no what I'm saying is like
Shador has more people that think he should be playing more than people that think Shador should be in the league. Bronny doesn't have anybody that thinks he should be playing more. Bronny
because
has everybody that says he shouldn't be in the league.
I agree
That's
with
why I
that.
say Bronny gets criticized way more.
why is the most accurate quarterback of college football not playing, but there is talk of why Bronny isn't being played, but he never did anything.
No, that's the point. Nobody says Bronny should be playing more. Nobody. Everybody
Yeah.
says Shador should be playing more because you just said it. The most accurate quarterback in the history of the NFL. He's
College
the
football.
fifth round pick and a fourth string dude on his team. Everybody says he should be playing more. That ain't criticism.
Yeah.
Criticism
What's up?
is Bronny shouldn't even be in the league.
You're saying Shador does it? Hold on. Say
No,
say that again, AJ. I got lost a little bit. You went in and out for me. I didn't hear you.
Shador is the most accurate quarterback in the history of college football.
Right.
All last year, before he got drafted, the debate was who's going to get picked higher,
Cam
Ward
Ward.
Cam
or
Ward or Shador?
Shador.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Shador drops to the fifth round.
Yes. Right.
People are saying, how could he drop to the fifth round? Everybody should have taken him. That's not
Right.
criticism.
hmm
He's the fourth string quarterback on his team. Everybody is saying he should be higher on the depth chart. That's not criticism.
You're putting a
But
rookie though.
I
You're
think
putting,
I think it is criticism to an extent because also when we talk about Bronny, we're talking about his game. We never talk about what Bronny does off the court. We're talking about what Shador does, and he's sitting down after a game.
No, we're talking about Shador because Shador is doing a bunch of stuff to get attention off the
Off the
speeding
field.
tickets, the blowing the interviews. Like you don't have any of that against Bronny. So why would
They
you
don't.
criticize that kid?
Who, Brian?
Nobody criticizes Shador. Tell me somebody that criticizes Shador.
Rex,
He
He
said,
thinks Shador shouldn't be playing at all, right?
right? Because he sat down after a game by
They said,
himself.
hey, they said that about Anthony Richardson. Remember, he got destroyed for taking himself out of a game,
I'm
and that
tired.
dude was a top 5 pick.
And so you
Right.
also had
I just think when it comes to Bronny, hey, when it comes to Bronny, yes, we do focus on his play, but we never talk about the outside.
Because he doesn't do anything on the outside.
Doesn't do
He's a
anything.
perfect kid.
What does Shador do?
He-
Everybody gets speeding tickets.
No, he blew his interviews, which is
Yeah.
why they say he
talking about,
dropped.
no, they're talking about
it's
the
so
during,
crazy
during
though.
the
Like,
draft.
why do we say that he blew his interviews?
Yes,
and not a
'cause what did he
single
say?
interview has ever
Well,
been
see, that's
dropped?
what they
Because
say. But we don't
everybody
know.
says he came in unprepared to teams that
Mhm.
he didn't want to go to.
But then it says then today, all right, good, great. So then today, what was the black coach for the Raiders before he got fired?
The black coach for the Ravens?
Raiders.
Raiders. Oh, you talking about
The Raiders,
you talking about
light skinned cat.
yeah, I know you're talking about. He played for New York. Pierce.
Oh
Antonio Pierce,
The
I think.
interim.
Yes, Pierce.
Antonio
He
Pierce.
even
Yeah.
said today that him and the GM, if they were still there, they would have agreed to pick Shador.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So where's the criticism?
So I don't think he's blown any interviews.
No, he blew
The
a lot of
criticism
interviews.
is in NFL, it is so rare for a 40-year-old to be put in front of a rookie, especially on a bad team, a terrible team like the Cleveland Browns. And you put Kenny Pickett, who has not proved anything except for his hands are small and he throws picks. And you got Joe Flacco, who's as mobile as a tree. and you got the most accurate quarterback in the history of college football. Therefore, why is Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett?
Pickett
It's
ahead.
not with Shador at that point. It's with the organization.
But see, that's my point. What you just said is why shouldn't Shador be playing more?
Mhm.
That's not criticism. Jay's original thing was who gets more criticism. People say Shador should be playing more. Nobody on the planet except for Bronny's mom says he should be playing more. His dad doesn't even think he should be
Talking
playing
about
more.
Bronny's mom.
Look, I concur with that statement because when he got drafted, I was hating hard. Everybody called me a hater. I'm like, bro, he should not be drafted. I don't care. He should be a walk-on somewhere. But anyway,
That's interesting. That's
that's
an interesting conversation, though.
That's a
I
great
mean, I think
question,
Bronny's pro. I think
Huh?
Bronny's pro.
he's pro what?
Like I think Bronny can be in the league.
He
I don't
could
think
be
he
in
would
a
ever start. I don't think he would ever
no.
start for anybody
I
right
don't think he
now.
ever saw. I mean,
Hey,
like
he started 2 nights ago with it to LA. Now everybody was hurt, but he started.
yeah, he got in by default. But like I said, when I watched him play at USC, I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, but he had a heart attack.
I don't care.
The boy played 10 seconds in USC.
He got drafted. Now he played after that. He played a few more games. He came
See,
back.
and that's the thing.
He came
That's the
back for
thing
a
I don't
couple games.
understand. It's like even with Bronny, you said he can't play, right?
Mhm.
Which I don't think he has a flashy game at all. But he was doing the same thing in high school when he was projected to go first round.
But that's
He's
what I'm
not
saying.
doing anything
That's what I'm saying.
out of
If
the
you go
norm.
back and look, Bronny was never projected to go first round.
It was just a hype machine.
He was. I'm looking at the article.
Go ahead. Look at a mock draft from I forget what year he came out.
We're not saying that's when. We're saying it's before then.
Everybody kept saying Bryce is better than Bronny.
It's actually, but he ain't getting no time.
Bryce isn't better than
Hey,
Bronny.
let's not act like Arizona ain't like that this year.
No, they are like that. Don't play.
So
Arizona's balling, bro.
Bryce can't even get on the floor.
Well, but that leads to the what? That
Matter
leads
of
to
fact,
the what?
if you even put it in Google, Bronny James projected first round. The overview is going to be Bronny James was not projected to be a first round pick in the 2024 NBA draft. While some early mock drafts had him as a potential first rounder, many analysts projected him to be a second round pick.
Right.
He
So
was
it's
that
4-1.
guy before he had the heart attack.
No, he wasn't.
He
He
just
never
said-
was. He never was that guy. He
He's-
put up mediocre numbers.
To a non-basketball person, he wasn't that guy to me. I'm
He
sorry.
put up mediocre numbers
He
even in
wasn't
high
that guy to
school.
me.
They just liked his overall skill set
Sure.
and his potential and his IQ of the game. But nobody was saying that he was going to be, what's your boy?
Who?
Kyan
Somebody.
Anthony or
Somebody
Gilbert
was
Arenas' son. Like both of those cats.
Elijah?
Yeah. Both of those
Yeah,
cats
Elijah.
are way
Yeah,
like
he's
more
great.
higher thought of than Bronny.
Hmm.
For sure.
But even Kyan Anthony, he didn't start for Syracuse. He comes off
Poor
the
fella.
bench.
You have love the bench.
Nah,
But see that, and
he
that
can
goes
go.
to what
He can go.
that goes to the next thing, right? How many great athletes' children are actually good?
Well, Kobe was better than his dad.
Yeah, that
And
was
his dad
one.
was the number 1 overall pick.
Okay, so that's Jelly Bean.
Yeah.
So that was one. So who else is there?
Steph is better than his dad.
Honestly, I don't know how good Gigi would have been if Kobe was still
Dale
here.
Curry wasn't a. I'm talking like premier. Like Jordan type.
Well, then those,
LeBron
I
type.
mean,
Okay.
So I'm talking.
I'm
I'm,
just
not
saying-
just talking. You went pro. Dale Curry was good, but when you say basketball and something else, you don't go Dale Curry.
well, I'm saying if you look at the GOATs,
Yeah,
Jordan's kids were both not good.
horrible.
Magic's son
No.
could probably play for the WNBA and
They were
dominate.
Yeah.
decent.
Who?
Jordan's
that?
kids were decent. They were
So-
decent.
Scotty
He went to
Pippen.
UCF.
Scottie
and hooped.
Pippen's kid is
He went to UCF and hooped.
Scottie Pippen's kid's pretty good on
Really?
the Grizzlies. He's hurt right now. So
He's hurt.
I mean, he's a role player, but he's
Yeah,
an
he's
NBA
decent.
player though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know most
Um,
of them I've seen, like I said, in all sports, it's just like it's very rare.
Matter of fact, with that question, A-Dub,
Yeah.
let me ask y'all this. and this is strictly for Shador. This is strictly directed towards Shador.
Yeah.
We always, not always, in the latter end of Cam's career, we talked about how Cam's personality is so big,
Yeah.
right? And we often get into conversations where, we ask AJ, what's the criteria of a superstar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's, all of these things. But in Shador's case, it's like, oh, we don't want kind of what comes with having a superstar. So when you are someone of that caliber, how do you navigate that? Because it seems to be
Well,
doing more harm than good.
well, no,
And
I
I'm
don't.
I'm, I'm specifically talking about maybe for black quarterbacks.
No, well, I don't think it's a, I don't think he has to navigate it. I just think the organization doesn't want him to be the face. I mean, that's kind of what I'm gathering and getting, because think about it. Okay, we talk about Cam, all the things Cam did, he put literally the Carolina Panthers back on the map, is what he did. Now,
Right,
and again,
right, 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 right.
he was given free reign because he was the number one overall pick. So when you're in the top 10 as a quarterback or any athlete, and then we can use Travis Hunter, whoever else, you see his face on commercials and he ain't won nothing yet. But so when you're drafted that
Yeah.
high, they have that draft capital to make sure they get their money back. Right now, when you're drafted in the fifth round, that's a completely different story. You're like, I've already got all this other, first and foremost for Cleveland, I got $245 million tied up in a dude that ain't played 2 years. And he was the face of the franchise. Now we have another dude we just drafted in the third or second, third round, Gabriel. Now we got Shador and we got somebody else. Shador's playing again because people are hurt and injuries. So again, I don't think it's about him outshining anybody because he is not prime. Okay. And he will never live up to the persona of prime because he's a quarterback and there's only one prime. So he may be getting some flack because of that, but I've never seen him act like his father on the football field. So
I
again, I
think.
don't go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I see him being a quarterback. Yeah, he's a black quarterback. Okay, but like I said, he's not navigating anything hard other than the fact that the organization don't want to play him. Or better yet, his
If
coach
I'm
don't want to play him.
Cleveland, you would think if like I said, I go in back to I don't think people are trying to lose.
Mhm.
If Shador was that guy, and your quarterback room is as limited as it is, and your franchise is in the place that it's in, I think the thing would be to put Shador out there because now you're going to get attention. You're going to get people paying attention to you. I don't think they think he's ready or that they think he's good enough. And I think the rest of the league, when draft night rolled around, for whatever reason, they decided not to take the most accurate quarterback in the history of college football.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is, other than I can't see them thinking. Think about the place I thought he really could go was Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
Right,
thought
right.
too.
Why would Tomlin
Mhm.
not draft Shador if it was other stuff? Either if he didn't think he couldn't play, like I think Tomlin must have looked at him like, I don't know that this kid can play, or I don't like this kid's attitude, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Because to me, that would have been a perfect fit.
Them or
Tomlin to be a
them
mentor and a coach.
or or
Um,
or LA.
Pittsburgh, you need a coach. I mean,
See,
you
but
need a
but,
quarterback.
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
the interesting thing. Like what you just said, you're saying that GMs or coaches are saying that he's
Mhm.
not capable of playing or he's not ready to play.
Mhm.
But yet, when these athletes go on air, they're saying he should be playing.
Who's saying that though?
Garrett,
It's
Miles Garrett.
it's people that want him to play, not people that are in the position of who's better on our team.
Mhm.
No,
Well,
no,
he
no, I
should.
got you. But I'm saying former athletes are saying that he should be playing.
Well, he should be
So if
playing in
former
front of.
athletes that have actually been between the
Mhm.
lines are saying that,
Yeah, but none of them have they're
No, no.
saying it for what reason? Because they like Shador.
You're getting them clicks and views,
I
maybe.
mean, so what you were saying with how no team tries to lose,
Mhm.
there's teams that like like you're saying, like there's no team that tries to lose.
Mhm.
There's some teams that just
Can't help
try not
themselves.
to lose as bad. So they'll put in Dylan Gabriel and throw underneath passes for the whole game. Or you could have Shador that goes out there and throws a 50-yard pass. I've not seen a single pass by Dylan Gabriel go past 20 yards.
So why did they draft Dylan Gabriel with a third round pick? There was something in him that they thought will
Why did
work
we
on our
draft Johnny
team.
Manziel, man?
Hey, don't ever talk bad about Johnny Manziel.
Show me the money.
I'm just saying, teams draft people they think are going to be good. Period. They don't draft you if they
Think
think you're
are
going
going
to
to be
suck.
good. That's the problem. They think that they're going to be good instead of getting the players that already showed you that they are good.
Well,
Gabriel went from UCF to Oklahoma to Oregon,
yep.
all to better offenses, better systems,
Better talent.
better talents, and then
Still didn't win.
no, he
Yeah.
did
Oh, he
win.
won. He won.
And
He
he
didn't
broke
win.
every NCAA record out
Yeah.
there.
But yeah, look,
And everyone,
He
listen,
didn't win.
and think about it.
They seen
Every
Ohio State and was like, "Oh, them boys ain't
why?
boys. That's
No,
real men right there."
why in
gotta take a commercial
in
break.
a
you doing
in
another
a
one?
sense, why do you take a role player like that? Like this guy who has had this talent has never had to make a game, like has to win the game himself. He's never done that.
Come on,
Why do
Gabriel.
you pick him on the Cleveland Browns rather than Shador, who has a chance to make your team better
But that's just it. They did take Shador 2
in the
rounds
fifth?
later. So that means they didn't value Shador as much as they valued Gabriel.
It's all
I don't know
But
why.
wasn't there speculation that the Browns were going to pick him higher?
no,
There was
no.
speculation that everybody was going to pick him high.
Well,
Everybody thought he was going to be a top 10 pick.
yeah, when
Everybody.
he kept sliding.
Most mocks had us.
And the Giants go and get Jackson Dart.
That's what I'm saying. No, the Giants aren't taking Jackson Dart over Shador if they think Shador is better than Jackson Dart.
There's got to be some cahootsies going on. So for the entire
But
league.
maybe I don't know. Maybe Jackson just answered the questions appropriately to their liking.
Yeah, maybe.
That's part of it because it's
Part of it.
listen. You're looking for your franchise guy.
Yeah.
If you call Shador in, and I don't know, I'm not saying this happened, but if you
Mhm.
call Shador into
But
the
I think
meeting,
that's different, though. I think that's different.
We got
I think that's different from bombing an interview versus you didn't answer it how he wanted you to.
no, they said they gave him a playbook, a couple places, and said, "Hey, we want you to study this." Shador said, "I don't want to go there. I'm not going to study this playbook." So when they came in to the interview and they said, "Okay, tell me about play number blah 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 blah," Shador's like, "I don't know."
yeah.
That's when I say bomb an interview, I'm saying that's the kind of
Bombing.
thing he was doing.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna take a commercial break and we're gonna be right back. So keep that energy.
Okay.
All right. So I find the button. Oh, that it did it for me. Yeah, it did it for me. So let's go ahead and stop.